Hello everyone, welcome to Finance Wisdom. In this video, we're going to talk about the best way to retire early. Avoid these 5 mistakes. If you are new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. Building a retirement fund takes a lifetime, and poor financial choices might threaten your senior years. Fortunately, I'd like to help you prevent that trouble in the future by sharing 5 mistakes to avoid before retiring. The first mistake is failing to consider healthcare expenditures. While you're working, your employer is likely to provide health insurance, and Medicare will be your primary source of coverage until you're completely retired at 65 or older. When you retire early, you may be confused about your health insurance options since you are somewhere between working and truly retired. Unfortunately, the present state of health insurance uncertainty does not make matters any easier. For your early retirement, a financial planner or health insurance professional will offer the best solutions and prices. If you have a spouse who is still working after you've retired, it's a good idea to join their health insurance policies. For the time being, the Affordable Care Act makes each state's healthcare exchange a cost effective insurance option. And tax credits for lower retirement income may include assets that can be used to offset costs. There's also direct primary care, which is a kind of alternative health insurance that charges a single monthly fee for any normal primary medical care services. I advocate purchasing long term health insurance before retiring early since rates will rise as you become older. Also, if you are in the early stages of retirement and are still fit and active, don't overspend on health premiums. The implications of aging will necessitate that your health insurance plans pay off as you become older, since you will need care and will not be able to depend on government policy to provide it. Even if you have supplementary insurance or Medicare, you will still have to pay for insurance deductibles, medical treatments that may or may not be covered, and insurance copays that may add up over time. Optical services are not covered by Medicare. Without incorporating long-term care services, the typical American couple's retirement health care will cost them about $295,000. With Medicare only paying 80% of your health care bills in retirement, you have two options: pay for extra coverage out of pocket or keep as healthy as possible. You'll be able to enjoy the remainder of your retirement in luxury if you set aside some additional income for such old age health bills. The second mistake is not retiring gradually. Don't make the mistake that many early retirees make by choosing a random age and then striving to save the amount required to accomplish their objective. Since a black and white strategy never represents reality unless you gently face down the procedure, your early retirement aspirations may become impossible. You may progressively downshift towards early retirement while still working from home, working part time, or switching to a less demanding profession by phasing out your career. A gradual transition towards early retirement will make it easier to bridge any psychological or financial gaps that may arise between your professional job and full time retirement. Starting early retirement by working fewer hours will shift your emphasis away from the end of your working career, enabling you to imagine your entire retirement sooner. A 45-year-old employee who wants to retire at 55 and earns $110,000 per year is an ideal illustration for a phased out retirement. This individual's monthly benefits will be more considerable. They put off receiving Social Security for 5 years after becoming eligible. An early retiree with an above average wage history would get roughly $31,000 per year in retirement benefits using this technique. If the early retiree had completely stopped their employment at the age of 55, they would have been able to handle all of their costs until they were eligible for Social Security. The best course of action is to gradually reduce the workload by earning at least $50,000 in salary between the ages of 55 and 59. followed by $30,000 between the ages of 60 and 63, gradually lowering the amount of withdrawals from their personal retirement account. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. The third mistake is mismanaging Social Security benefits. Although it makes financial sense to delay collecting Social Security payments for as long as possible, you risk jeopardizing your ability to rely on your financial assets. Sure, deferring these payments until you're older may result in greater monthly benefits, but this isn't always the best option. If you're in a job that's no good for your health and you'll only be earning what you've worked for all these years, it's a valid reason to start collecting Social Security payments early. You'll be paid more money in the later decades of your life if you start collecting benefits soon after retirement. I waited much too long to apply for social assistance. This also implies that if you don't live to be 80, you're putting money on the table for the government. This is money that cannot be transferred. A lower monthly payment is preferable to no benefit at all. To summarize everything I've said thus far, first, you've reached the retirement age of 62 and want to put the money to good use while you're still working. Second, your overall income needs will necessitate withdrawing more than 5% of your current day's total from your retirement account, increasing the danger of premature account draining. Third, you need more money from Social Security before you turn 70. Even though the monthly payments are lower, these lower the risk of becoming too dependent on it or running out of money. The fourth mistake is failing to build up several revenue resources. Building a nest egg until it's ready to hatch and then breaking it to pay for your post-work years isn't enough for early retirement. Maintaining a good lifestyle in retirement will require having numerous streams of income rather than relying just on your investment alternatives or retirement savings. During multiple resource planning, there are additional psychological advantages to depending on more than one source of income. However, you must factor in inflation, which is not included in your pension. Your Social Security payments are adjusted yearly to offset inflationary Medicare costs by investing in assets such as real estate and certain recession-proof equities, which you may collect early. If you make sure that the value of your money grows despite inflation, you'll get a greater payment of roughly 8% every year. It can't be claimed after the age of 62. And you can take money out of your 401k or IRA until you're 59 and a half. Otherwise, a 10% surcharge penalty will be applied to your earnings, further reducing your income and jeopardizing your retirement assets. An ideal early retirement plan should contain extra income streams that you can rely on before you reach the age of 59 and a half. Part-time jobs or savings accounts might be used as backup options. If you're an early retiree, bear in mind that withdrawals from assets like an IRA before the age of 59 and a half will result in income tax and penalties. The fifth mistake is failing to consider your legacy. Over 40% of elderly parents offer financial assistance to their adult offspring in some form. Early retirees' children are often younger and more dependent than average, making the financial strain onerous for them. If you have more than one kid to support, you may find yourself paying more than $1,000 per month, which is not unusual when considering your financially dependent offspring. Instead of cutting off your adult children, your early retirement plans will alleviate unanticipated bills and the relational pressures that comes with them. Speaking with them before retirement will determine the level of financial assistance they should anticipate from you, ensuring that your financial goals are not jeopardized by new money demands. Set ground rules for your children regarding how much and how long you will support them. Finally, you want to know that your financial future is secure when you retire. When it comes to preparing for early retirement, your sacrifices to save for retirement, your assets, and your Social Security retiree benefits all play important roles. Don't compromise your financial capabilities during your golden years by overlooking these retirement mistakes. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Thank you and goodbye.